shared about it a little last week. Tried to get it in one page, but there's too much information. The first page, the spacing is not, I was, because it led into 3 pages, so I tried to combine it. Second page, a little better space, but we're going to go through some of that today. I think you're going to be blessed. How many know the Bible is an awesome book? And what's important is that we rightly divide the word of truth, because people in end times are all over the map. It's really quiet in this Lutheran church this morning, Presbyterian church. No, people are all over the map with end times because, some tribulation, some people got us, caught up in the middle of tribulation. I personally believe the church is going to go up before the tribulation. You say, why do you say that? Well, understanding dispensations is very important. If you don't understand dispensations, and what are dispensations? How many got a sheet there? Take a look real quick. And I wanted to cover something that, Ruth had said about the 7 churches. Those can be looked at as different eras in the church age. Because how many know the church age is now, it's been almost 2,000 years. This is the 6th dispensation. And the word dispensation shouldn't throw you off. It means a period of time. It literally, in the Greek, it means, you can see there in your outline, it means administration or a age. And we're going to go through those today. It's laid out there. You can do some study on your own. This guy really is, he studied it out big time. He's kind of like a professor. Call him Professor John with end times. And I want to thank Marvin. He got me a book there by this guy named Clarence Larkin. He wrote the book in 1917, I believe it was published. So Israel was not even a nation at that point. This guy had some tremendous revelation back in that day. Amazing. But I love to teach end times because not so much for, it's so interesting how all the pieces line up. But you know what? The Lord wants us to realize we're living in the last of the last days. How many remember when the day of Pentecost happened? I know you weren't there, but that was the beginning of the church age. And Peter said the last days. That was the beginning of the last days. We are right now at the end of the last days. I like to say it this way. We're about 3 seconds from midnight. Jesus coming soon. How many are hearing me? And he's coming for his church. I believe the rapture and the second coming, we're going to lay some of this out in the next few weeks, are different events. The rapture, he comes for his church. In the second coming, he comes with his church, and he's kicking hiney. How many are hearing me? If you see what the Bible says in Thessalonians, he's going to come, and the brightness of his coming, the breath of his mouth and the brightness of his coming is going to destroy the Antichrist. And we're going to have front row seats. We're going to be mounting up. How many like horses here? You're going to be having your own horse. Jesus is going to be leading the way. You're going to be in white robes, and you think, wow, we're going to war. But you're going to be a spectator because Jesus is going to take care of this thing. I mean, it's going to be exciting. And then he's going to set up his millennial kingdom. We're going to get into all that. But literally, take a look at your notes here. God laid out the Bible in different